So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the? You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go! Listen.
Cheetah. Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Nightwood and that hustle. Big shout out to my SPR, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
7 C's, 3 G's, navigated with ease. Come along and enjoy the ride, please. Y'all see the title. With no further ado, let's see what these inmates, well, convicts, have been up to. Y'all notice where Tory Lanez is at, or was at. Not sure if he's still there, but let's see what it do.
The afternoon of Sunday, August 3rd, 2025, began like any other at the California Correctional Institution. The sun hung high over the arid hills, casting long shadows across the sprawling complex. For most, it was just another day behind the razor wire, a day marked by routine and repetition. Inmates in Facility A moved with the rhythm of prison life, their steps echoing the monotony of confinement. The air was heavy with the hum of conversation, the distant clank of metal doors, and the ever-present watchful eyes of correctional officers. It was a scene of uneasy normalcy, where every gesture was measured and every word weighed. But beneath the surface, a violent tension simmered, an unspoken threat that seemed to pulse through the yard. Suspicious glances were exchanged, and the atmosphere grew thick with anticipation, as if everyone sensed that something was about to break. At 1:30 p.m., that fragile peace was shattered by the blare of alarms and the sudden rush of guards. In an instant, the ordinary afternoon was transformed into a scene of chaos and fear. The yard, meant for exercise and brief moments of freedom, became a battleground in seconds. Inmates scattered, some running for cover, others charging headlong into the fray. What began as a normal day erupted into a full-scale riot, an ambush that caught everyone off guard, including the staff who struggled to make sense of the sudden violence. One inmate who witnessed the riot had this to say: "On God! I've been down 24 years. I've been on GP yards, SNY yards, and now this. Something ain't right, Maine. I'ma put it to you like this, reporter. Never has prison been as fucked up as it is right now. The way dem special boys were fighting looked like they belonged on one of those short yellow school buses."
Just imagine the prison story about Alligator Alcatraz complaining about conditions. The new prison for the cartel Mescos complaining about conditions. Here in California, CDC, he wasn't complaining about the conditions in the same way. It was different. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, this wasn't a random fight, but a calculated act of war between rival factions. The lines were drawn quickly, with inmates grouping by allegiance, each side prepared for battle. The violence was sudden and overwhelming, turning the yard into a scene of utter chaos. Fists flew, makeshift weapons appeared, and the sounds of struggle echoed off the concrete walls. Correctional staff responded immediately, but faced a wave of aggression that threatened to overwhelm their defenses.
Ain't much chaos like chaos over jailhouse riot. It's only had to experience it to know it. And then when they come with that damn pepper spray, that bear gas, whatever it is, boy, you gonna gag. But I just seen some videos where they came, sprayed some cats point blank up close in the day room, and they still kept going on their mission after rounds and rounds of spray. I had tried to post it for y'all, but YouTube wouldn't allow it. Oh, my mama. At this very prison.
Shields were raised, orders shouted, but the situation spiraled out of control. The riot was violent and brutal, and inmates were ordered to the ground, hands behind their heads. The calm of that Sunday was gone, replaced by bloodshed and frantic efforts to regain control. The yard, once a place of routine, was now marked by chaos and pain. The events would leave a lasting scar on the institution, raising tough questions about security, the roots of violence, and the future of corrections in California. For everyone inside those walls, nothing would ever be quite the same again. The violence that erupted inside the prison walls was the result of a deepening power struggle between two very different inmate factions. On one side stood the established 2-5ers, a group with a long history and a reputation for strict codes and internal discipline. Opposing them were the No-Ones, a rising force whose sudden emergence caught many by surprise. The No-Ones, shrouded in mystery and known for their unpredictable behavior, orchestrated a calculated and highly coordinated ambush against the 2-5ers, sending shockwaves through the prison community. This was no random outbreak of violence. It was a tactical strike, meticulously planned and executed with precision, not a spontaneous brawl fueled by emotion. The 2-5ers, already weakened by infighting and internal divisions, found themselves quickly outmaneuvered and overwhelmed by the sheer force and unity of their adversaries. The No-Ones moved as a single, determined unit, targeting their rivals with a level of ferocity and organization that stunned both inmates and staff alike. Their attack was more than just a grab for territory. It was an ideological statement, a declaration that a new power had arrived, intent on breaking the old prison rules and rewriting the balance of power. Members of the No-Ones recited oaths and shouted slogans, turning the violence into a ritualistic display of loyalty and defiance, further fueling the chaos.
This happened 3 days ago. This is what got to be one of these correctional officers. One of these correctional officers running a AI voice page. How else would they have all this thought process, insight, or from the inside? It only happened 3 days ago.
The sudden rise of groups like the No-Ones, especially those emerging from mental health populations, presents a new and unpredictable threat for prison administrators, challenging traditional security measures and protocols. The Tehachapi riot stands as a stark warning, a vivid example of what can happen when volatile elements are allowed to grow unchecked, and when new radical groups seize the opportunity to disrupt the fragile order within prison walls. The violence on Facility A's yard was medieval in its brutality. Inmates wielded improvised weapons, sharpened toothbrushes, broken broom handles, and even a handmade ice pick. 11 weapons were recovered, evidence of deadly intent. At least 5 inmates suffered life-threatening injuries, including deep stab wounds. One man's face was so swollen he looked like the Elephant Man. Correctional staff described the scene at Coatic, the air filled with chemical agents, blood and panic. Cleanup crews faced pools of blood and discarded weapons. The Code 2 call signalled a mass casualty event and riot. The riot was not just a breach of security, it was a disaster. Through their eyes, accounts from inside the walls. This chapter brings you the raw, unfiltered voices of those who lived through the chaos, both staff and inmates, as violence erupted behind the prison walls. Staff described the attack as a sudden, silent swarm. No warning, just violence. The air changed in an instant, thick with tension and fear as the first blows landed. 1 second it was a normal yard, the next a choas, one said. The No-Ones moved with chilling purpose, terrifying even seasoned staff. Their coordination and determination sent a wave of panic through everyone who witnessed it. An uninvolved inmate recalled the unforgettable sounds. The thud of weapons, screams of agony, and the desperate shouts for help echoing off the concrete walls. They weren't just fighting, they were trying to end people, he said. The violence was personal, targeted, and relentless, leaving...
They didn't decapitate nobody and play basketball with their head like them people in Mexico said.
No doubt about the attackers' intentions. Correctional officers struggled to break through the chaos, outnumbered and facing relentless aggression. Every step forward felt like a battle against a tide that wouldn't stop. "I've had it with this place. I thought I've seen it all," one officer recalled. The noise, confusion and danger were overwhelming, and every second felt like an eternity. Pepper spray barely slowed the attackers, who fought through the pain. The usual tools of control seemed useless against such raw determination. After order was restored, Inmates were zip-tied and searched for weapons. The aftermath revealed the true scale of the violence, with weapons hidden in the most unexpected places. "Sacramento has created the biggest shit show. I can't wait until they're held accountable," a staff member said. The exhaustion and shock were etched on every face as the reality of what had happened began to sink in. The scale of violence was unlike anything the institution had seen.
What could Sacramento do about inmates getting cracking? I mean, they said it was all cool just a moment ago.
It left a scar on everyone involved, a memory that would never fade. These first-hand accounts reveal the true horror behind the official reports, exposing the fear, chaos and courage that defined those harrowing moments inside the walls. The No-Ones, a new breed of prison gang. The No-Ones emerged from EOP yards, twisting mental health programs into breeding grounds for extremism. Unlike traditional gangs, they're bound by cult-like ideology and demand absolute loyalty. Prospective members must commit violence to join, ensuring a unit of proven attackers. Their rituals, like chanting Brad for Born Ready and Deadly, reinforce their deadly identity. The rise of the No-Ones exposes a critical vulnerability in California's prison system, where mental health yards can become incubators for violent organizations. The Tehachapi riot is a brutal warning about the dangers of this new breed. Silence from Sacramento, a system under scrutiny. In the aftermath, the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation remained silent, no statements, no updates. This lack of transparency left the public and staff relying on rumors and unofficial sources.
That sounds just like what they were saying about the Mexico joint.
Critics argue the CDCR downplays violence to protect its image and the so-called rehabilitation. Tehachapi's riot is just the latest in a series of violent incidents, raising questions about overcrowding and security downgrades. The failure to communicate openly erodes public trust and endangers staff and inmates. Transparency is essential for accountability and reform. The silence from CDCR signals a system unwilling to confront its deepest problems. The aftermath and the unanswered questions. Facility A returned to normal program even as investigations continue. Aggressors faced minimal consequences and were ensured they had a working tablet. The riot exposes systemic failures, the rise of ideological gangs, challenges of managing mental health populations, and the risks of downsizing without security. What happens inside prison walls affects public safety and state budgets. Californians must demand transparency and accountability from the CDCR. How did the No-Ones gain power? Are current policies making prisons more dangerous? The story of the Tehachapi riot isn't over. More details will emerge. The chaos in that yard is a call to action for reform.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang in here. You better keep that shit up Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, baby.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a locomost easty, no mistake in the station. They making them statements, we waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway, BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box, we never put feelings over facts. Bay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell. tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We are not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
It was SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Neighborhood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Neighborhood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my
continue.
competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box with Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!
Look at there, the camera done self-corrected itself. I don't know how, but you see the difference? How it was pale and now it's sharp as hell. Oh well, you two feel like that video on your screen is one you ain't seen that's right up your alley. So go on and hit that for the Most Easty. Oh my mama.